Well, hello everyone. Happy Thursday. Ooh, I was about to say happy Throwback Thursday, but indeed, it is no longer Throwback Thursday. We're going to put Throwback Thursday on the shelf for a little while, and we're starting a new series called the Traveling Contractor series. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while, kind of for selfish reasons, actually. There are so many maps out there on the Giants mod hub, and I'm not going to get to all of them. And I want to experience as many as I can. And so we are going to be, each Thursday, we're going to be tackling a new contract on a different map. So we're going to be traveling around the world to tackle some of the toughest farming jobs out there. We'll see how well we accomplish that. Some of these might go a little extra, maybe a week or two at best, I would assume. We are kicking off the series, however, on WestBridge Hills 22, one of my favorite maps of all time. I believe WestBridge Hills made its debut, if I'm not mistaken, in FS13, but then it came back with a vengeance, I believe, again on FS15. Correct me if I'm mistaken on that, but I think that's right. So once again, it has made its return to FS22. I think there was a 17 version and a 19 version. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's true. But anyways, for us, we are playing FS22, and we are tackling a fairly large baling contract. I figured let's just kickstart it with one of the things I most enjoy doing, which is grass work. I love the grass work. So we are going to kickstart our series with this. I thought it'd be a fun way to go. I've got the old Krone Big M 500 by My Game Steam. If you're interested in this particular version of the Krone Big M 500, you can find it out on King Mods. My Game Steam is a pretty prolific modder, actually. Done quite a bit. In fact, we've used a few different My Game Steam mods. And this happens to be one of them. The tether we're using is just a stock base game Giants made tether. Quite nice. It fits, whoopsie, if I can drive a little bit better, it fits this Krone Big M reasonably well. A little bit of overhang on it, but it's not too bad. It's a nice quick way to get some grass mowed and tedded all in one, I would say. And I love my tedding. Oh, goodness gracious, do I love tedding. There's something extremely satisfying, oh yeah, about watching that that cascade of grass coming off the tether for some reason. Absolutely love it. So yeah, if we're basically just going to, like I said, we're going to just pick different maps, try and accomplish a contract. Maybe on some of the smaller ones we may do an extra contract here and there. It's going to be all kind of a feel thing, you know, like how do we feel, how well is things go, how well are things going, do we want to spend a little bit more time here or there. But yeah, I think for the most part you get the idea. But at least this way we get around the farming simulator world a little bit more. Right now we're doing Tranquil Waters Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Really enjoying that map by Stevie. But I like a little variety in my gameplay. And I thought this would be a really, really nice way to do that. And for you all as well. So we can do different contract jobs and enjoy it on different maps as well. I don't have a lot of mods installed, actually. This is, for me, this is not quite as normal as usual for mods. Obviously, I've got the GPS mod installed. I installed a couple of other mods, the Chrome Big M here. 82 Studios, we've got a couple of David's mods that we're going to be using. Of course, the Color Configurator mod, because I always like my equipment to be matchy-matchy. And of course, we are doing baling. I think you all know what that means. Our friend the Quick Baler is indeed back in the house. I love my Quick Baler, especially when I want to get work done quick. Queequeg? Was that some dude? That's a character. Is that? Am I saying that right? Queequeg? I know that it was. I know on X-Files, Scully named her dog. I think. Oh, sorry about that, everyone. Sorry about that. Had a little mic issue. I believe Scully named her dog Queequeg or something like that. I always thought that was kind of funny, but had a chance to look around WestBridge Hills. It definitely brought back some memories for me. I spent a good amount of time on WestBridge Hills. It was just a really good American, I would say American Canadian style map. You know, it kind of just has that feel to it. And I really enjoyed this map. I don't think I played it as much on 13. I spent a great amount of time on Hagenstadt, but I think on 15, if I remember correctly, I needed some new, some new land to tackle, and I think I spent quite a bit of time on WestBridge Hills on FS15. What was the other map on 15? Bjornholm? Was it Bjornholm? I think that's right. I always get mixed up between like Bjornholm or Sosnovka, but I think Sosnovka was 17 if I'm not mistaken. There's a handy farming simulator wiki out there that's kind of nice if you're ever looking to look up the some of the old stuff to see what maps were there. I think it even covers, I think they even cover a lot of the starting equipment, things like that. So it's kind of handy. It's kind of cool. This is a good size field. This field's not joking around. We got hired for this job, and they said when we got hired, we better like grass work, and I can see why. I can see why they said that now. Because, yeah, it's a decent size field for sure. But we came to play, no doubt. We've got the big guns with us. I'm going to try and keep the equipment that we use reasonably fresh as well. So that'll be something else that'll be kind of fun for us. Besides just the traveling aspect and testing different maps out and getting around like that, I kind of want to try some mods out that I've, that have been sitting in my mod folder that I haven't had a chance to try yet. That's kind of what I'm hoping for, at least. To get a good variety on what kind of work we do as well. Maybe try doing some things maybe a little unconventional as well, Maybe just kind of add a new flair to how we do some things. Who knows? We'll see. And then once we get our fill of traveling and we get a little bit homesick, we'll probably come back to Throwback Thursday and do a couple of more of those. And you know what? Before you know it, FS 24 will be out, hopefully. I really like these Chrome Big M's. I like the 450, but I really like this 500. It's just got a little bit wider cut path. Plus, it's got that built-in PTO, which is really, really handy. Really, really handy indeed. There's another mower that I want to try out. I have no idea where I picked it up. It's some giant crone mower that looks like a really big windrow rake. So it kind of unfolds. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if that's what the mod author did. Possibly is they just took a windrower and converted it into mowers. But it looks kind of cool. So I want to give that a go. I was going to give it a go on this map, but I was just kind of testing it a little bit and was having a couple issues, I think, with the hired help and with course. Oh no, I was having an issue with course play with it for some reason, so I got to look into that. But hopefully that's something we can bring out and check out as well. So we're going to get this little patch finished up here, and I think we'll hand over the controls to the hired helper and let them take on the rest of the mowing work, so we can hop on the windrow and get that taken care of. We've got a lot of baling to do. We're going to have a lot of baling to do, no doubt. Yeah, there's just this. I think at the end of the day, I would almost have to say this is probably my favorite farming simulator work. It would be up there for sure in the top 2 or 3. There's just something I find very satisfying with both the mowing and just watching that grass fall off those blades, and this tedding business is super satisfying. Of course, it doesn't hurt when you got the quick baler to look forward to as well. I actually forget on the quick baler, hopefully I don't have the round bale extension mod turned on. That always ruins the quick baler. The quick baler does not like help. It's a very independent baler. It likes doing it on its own the way it wants it done. Yeah, I mean, come on, that's just good stuff. Bumped up, and it's nice too because money isn't exactly an object when you're doing stuff like this. So bumped up the old Big M to 620 horsepower. Plenty of horsepower there to get the job done, I would say. Sufficiently well, at least. Let's go ahead and get it lined up a little bit for our hired helper and get them off to a reasonable start. Hopefully they'll be able to manage things okay without us for a while. Actually, you know what? Let's bring them down. Where do we want them to start? Let's bring them down here, I think. I've got... Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll bring them down here. We'll get them started down here. Why not? I think hired helper actually works. So I'm actually kind of amazed that it does. So this width, this is the only thing you got to watch out for, is this width. Let me see if I select the mower. Yeah, the GPS mod picks the width of the largest piece, I think, which is too big. We need it closer to 43. Somewhere in this neighborhood right here should work pretty good. And I think 0 is what we want. Of course it's not, but we can fix that real quickly, like, there we go. And let me back you off a little bit here, my friend. And let's get you fired up. Oh, I love that. Spinning up those mower blades, baby. Let's get the tedder spun up. Get this whole contraption started. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Okay, let's turn off GPS for a sec. And let's see if we can get the hired helper going. Who's helping us today? Oh my goodness. Look who it is. Haha, Gwen. You gotta love it. How fitting is that? We're leaving Throwback Thursday for Traveling Contractor series, and who's our first hired helper? The Gwenster. I miss Gwen. Gwen's an awesome helper. Gwen rarely lets me down. So what else do we have here to help us get this stinking job? Whoa, oil. Oh. Oil rigs. Is there a better name for these things? Is oil rig okay? Or I'm not really sure technically what these... boy, they're kind of loud. I'm not really sure what these things are called. Black gold. Yeah. So what do we have here today? We've got the old John Deere 6250. I believe this is the Giants. Is this the Giants John Deere, Brad? I don't know, Brad. Let's find out, Brad. It is indeed 6250R from Giants. One of the biggest class windrowers I could find, which is this beautiful chrome jobber. In fact, that mower I was telling you about, I think might actually be based on this exact windrower, and I think they just took the wheels off. I guess what, the rakes off and put on mowers. Then of course we've got the quick baler in beautiful Kubota matching orange with an old Kubota M6 141. I have not used Kubota tractors basically, I think, since Kubota Farm, so I wanted to bring that back in. I miss my Kubota. Look how nice that looks. Man, I tell you, it's just some of the best looking equipment, for me at least. I love that Kubota orange color. Love that color. And it just looks fantastic with that color configuration mod when you can do things like that. You can make it matchy-matchy. Then, of course, from David over at 82 Studios, this thing is bad to the bone. I mean, it's just... it's just so cool. And we've got a nice auto load trailer as well. I think this auto load trailer, I forget who makes this Mamba Jamba. Is this the one? I think that is it, from Mac Trucker. Mac Trucker does a lot of nice mods too. Watch the lights on this thing when even when you get into it. Isn't that just... it's just cool little details. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love this thing. It's just fantastic. That net in the back. And there's so many configurations. And this thing is... I don't know. I don't know what, how many horsepower I put on this thing, but it is so... it's just like ready to go. It just wants to go. So yeah, we're going to have some fun with that when we got to do some picking up the bales. And we'll get to our drop-off point, I would say, fairly quick with that thing. What is Gwen doing? Gwen is doing just fine, Brad. Excellent. Just got to keep a little eye on her. Overall, she usually does a pretty tremendous job, but I'm just going to keep a little eye on her. Let's fire up the GPS mod. This is a big windrower. This is a sizable windrower. Let's see what we got here. We need to bring that over, don't we? Not that way, the other way, Brad. Bring it way over there. There you go. Something along those lines will work. Let's get this thing unfolded. This behemoth. I actually don't believe I've used this windrower yet in 22. Yeah. You go, Gwen. You go, girl. You're doing awesome. Light it up. Light it up. Man, this would be another job I would just love to do all day. And it's one of those jobs that I would find exceptionally gratifying. But I can also see how easily it would be. Gwen? Honey, what are you doing? What's Gwen doing? Oh no. Oh no, what's she doing? She's reversing all the way down the field. That's troubling. Oh, Gwen, why are you doing that? You know what? I'm just going to let her go. I'm going to let her go. Let's see what she does when she gets down to the other end. Oh, boy. I was afraid of this. All right. Well, maybe I was being a little too optimistic about the hired help. But on to brighter and happier things. This windrower rocks the boat big time. I'm loving it. The thing that I would have, and I could see myself doing this, is just hitting a tree or a fence. And I don't know, with these rakes out here, I see there's a guard right there that I would actually say they probably call that the Brad guard, just because it's meant for people like me that are completely capable of destroying farm equipment. But I just wonder how forgiving these things are. I kind of wonder what they're made out of. If they're, oh, look at that thing flexing like a mother. That is sweet. I'm assuming they're steel. I mean, I don't know what else they'd be. I suppose they could be fiberglass? No. It wouldn't be plastic either or anything. Yeah, they must be steel. You can lift those up anytime now, Brad. Thank you very much. Yeah, that makes a really nice big windrow. Gwen, what in the name of all goodness are you doing? She has decided to reverse all the way down. Let's just see what she ends up doing here. I'm curious if she's going to figure out to move over. That's the wrong way. What are you doing? No, what are you doing? Maybe I'll have to... I don't know if... Oh, no. I wonder if Courseplay will do a better job. Come on. Nope, that's wrong. Don't reverse all the way back down the other way. That's wrong. You're kidding, right? This is not starting well for us tonight. I wonder what does that. I wonder if it's just the dual implement that's freaking it out. It seemed like it was working for me before. Let's see. I don't think it matters what I select. We're going to lose Gwen now. I think Gwen took off. Oh, yeah, that's my cousin, Audrey. I believe that's my cousin, Aubrey. Not Audrey, Aubrey with a B. Yeah. Gwen's cousin, not my cousin. Now, Gwen's my sister, but Aubrey is Gwen's cousin, not my cousin. Now, I could explain to everyone how that works, but it gets really kind of weird, so I'm not gonna. Let's just say Aubrey's pretty cool. Let's see if Aubrey can figure out let's see if she can figure out what's going on here. If not, we're going to be catching up to her quite quickly. Man, this thing makes a nice big old windrow. So how much money are we going to make here? 77,000. Okay. Now, typically in business, I know that I'm not what you would call a business major. It was a minor for me in college. And when I mean minor, I mean it was really minor because I don't remember a thing about business. I just don't. So, but one thing I do remember is you have to earn more than you spend in order to stay in business. Now, that took me a while to figure out. You know, that was kind of hard to grasp, but I ended up getting it. You know, okay, earn more, spend less. But just for an example, I think I spent on the equipment that we're using for this contract job, I believe it was in the neighborhood of, well, it was north of $1 million. Well, north of $1 million. And we're going to make 77,000. So maybe I need to change the series to the Traveling Contractor, because that's what we're going to be if I keep doing that. Is she, she's doing it again. Hold on a second. Nope. I can't do it to you. I can't do that. I can't let you do it. It's just a waste of gas at this point. I don't know why it wants to do that. But, hey, you know what? It is what it is. And honestly, we don't have that much more to mow over here. I don't know if I know that person in the driver's seat. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I didn't line that up very well, did I? Oh well, it'll be good enough. That's one thing about these contracts is you don't have to be 110% accurate. Look at that bad Mama Jamba. I just love grass equipment too. Yeah, it's just so cool looking. We just don't see these in the States. At least I would say it's reasonably rare. And especially, I don't know, in my neck of the woods, I don't think I've ever seen a big old windrower like this. In fact, oh, Kubota. See, right there is where I'd hit that tractor and bust off every single one of those little gizmos. But yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a windrower like this. In fact, I would say the much more common things would be like the old school Manual. I think they're more manual jobbers. Like, I don't know, Pioneer, the old Pioneer rakes. I've seen them called, I think I've seen them called Pioneer rakes or wheel rakes or something like that. I think you know what I'm talking about. They're more like a V, like a single kind of a V, simple V pattern. They don't have a bunch of hydraulics, like all this stuff here. They're much more simplistic than that. But I don't see a lot of grass farming in my area. I would say that corn and probably corn and wheat and potatoes for sure. I've seen some nope. That's tipping me off to something, because I just noticed, actually, I think it's having a hard time switching gears. Honestly, I think that might be part of the issue. But anyways, get some potato farmers around here too. I've seen some potato farmers. Now, I don't know if they're potatoes if they're food potatoes, or if they're farming potatoes for whoops, did not want to do that. If they're farming potatoes, no, Brad. Thank you. For maybe for pigs, for pig food and stuff like that. I don't really know. Or so, who knows? Who knows what else it could be? Let's line you up again and see if we can't get the. Yeah, that dude's all right. At least he's not Office Space, dude. Whoops. Thank goodness it's a nice long strip they have to do, because that would get old reasonably quick, having to constantly baby the hired help. Yeah, this machinery is just, it fascinates me. It always fascinates me. And the detail that goes into the modeling and stuff. I just don't know. You know, I suppose once you get good at it, but it is impressive, no doubt. Kind of makes me wonder if the people responsible for doing and creating this machinery and stuff on Farm Sim, if it just becomes kind of ho-hum, you know, like, or if there's ever anything that's more challenging that comes up, like things that now why are you missing that over there? Oh well, you know, it kind of makes me wonder if there's just things that any of them are like, oh man, that's going to be tough to get that, you know, those parts working this way or this working that way. Is our come on now. No way, buddy. No stinking way. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. I even gave them a headland, and they still want to fart around. I don't understand. And Gwen's not coming back. Oh, Gwen is back. Thanks, Gwen. Thanks for not leaving me. Ooh, rejected. Oh, no, she's good. You're missing a little strip there, Gwen. Just a little strip. All right. You do you. You do what's good for you. I would have to actually admit that that is yours truly's fault for not lining up the hired helper quite accurately, but we'll figure it out. So yeah, we're gonna probably stick around WestBridge Hills, I think, one more episode, so we can dive into getting the rest of this completed, get our baling done with the quick baler, and get everything delivered. So I would say we'll be back here next Thursday. Yeah, we'll be back next Thursday to finish off what we got to get done, and we'll move on. But thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining me again. I really do appreciate it. Let me know what you think about the series. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. I'd appreciate that. As always, you guys are all awesome. You're the reason I do this. So thank you so much for just supporting me and keep on coming back for more. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Super important. Have a great rest of your Thursday. And I'll be back in tranquil waters. I'll see you there on Friday. Take care for now. Bye-bye.